Hello everyone. Everyone is here today. Shafi'i, present.
Present.
Nigel, Anthony,
Present.
Muhammad Hazim,
Yes, present.
and Vince Novi.
Yes, present.
Well, since everyone is here, we should get started. Before that, Hazim, please lead the prayer reading before we start our meeting.
Okay, I will start reading the prayer. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma aftah alaina hikmataka wa syura alaina min khazaini rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Amin.
First, I'd like to welcome you all and thank everyone for joining this meeting, especially at such short notice. I know you are all very busy and it is difficult to take time away from your daily tasks for meeting. As you can see here on the agenda, we will be mainly talking about the corporate social responsibility (CSR) initiative to help those who are affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. Do all of you agree on the agenda today?
I agree with the agenda for today.
Okay, thank you. First, we will discuss about what kind of CSR project do we want to organize. After that, we will discuss why do we want to organize the CSR project and how can it help the affected people in our area. Next, we will talk about what is its main objective of this project and who is our target group. If time allows, we will also discuss the activities will be held during the CSR project. And finally, we will be voting on CSR project that we want to propose to the top management of the Plus company. Before we started, I will give you all of you 5 minutes to generate ideas to discuss about CSR project and I will give you 5 minutes to present your ideas. Okay, 5 minutes is over. So I will start first on the meeting of the CSR project. According to the agenda, what kind of CSR project do you want to organize? Based on my opinion, CSR project do I want to organize by takes precautionary measure on ensuring the continued operation of the rest and service areas (R&R) that have been set by the National Security Council, NSC, and the Ministry of Health. And the second agenda, why do you want to organize the CSR project? How can it help the affected people in your area? I want to organize the CSR project under Plus Company as to ensure the safety of our customer, our frontliner, and everyone who enter the highway and utilize the public facilities in line with the National Security Council and SC Safety SOP to help flatten the COVID-19 curve by, by disinfection to specific measure taken to control, deactivate, or kill infection agents such as virus and bacteria. Disinfection is normally undertaken on an infrequent basis during periodic maintenance check or after a public health event may help the affected people in COVID-19 pandemic. Third, what is its main objective? The main objective of the CSR project is in order to protect the safety of our client, our frontliner, and everyone who joins the highway and use public facilities in accordance with the National Security Council Safety Standard Operating Procedure in order to assist the inflating the COVID-19 curve. Fourth, who is your target group? Our target group are everyone who enter the highway and utilize the public facilities in R&R service area. What activities will be held during the CSR project? Activities will be held during the CSR project are closing the public messing areas such as the food court sitting areas and surround, regular cleaning and sanitizing of the premise, installing reminder poster, hand sanitizer, and implementing physical gap marking indicator at the general walking areas, stall or outlet ordering areas, and the restroom. Next, minimum 1 meter rule and gap indicator was implemented at the R&R stall or outlet ordering section as well as the restroom and general walking areas. This is to help remind the public to practice the spacing etiquette and social distancing when arriving at the public premise. These initiatives are in line with the guidelines from Majlis Keselamatan Negara, MKN, and Kementerian Kesihatan Malaysia, KKM, to help curb the spread of COVID-19. Next, I want to Shafi'i to present your idea.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Fauzu. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. And very good evening to everyone, to every members of the meeting. So may I say a good point have been shared by Mr. Fauzu to contribute to the CSR program for Plus Highway. And thank you for allowing me to share my opinion on our CSR project. So my opinion for the right CSR project to be conducted is the deployment of patrolling workers along the Plus Highway. Why do I feel like it's an appropriate CSR project is because, as we know, lockdown implementation have caused highway to be less busier than usual, and only essential workers and sectors such as courier services, food and beverage industry, and also government sectors are allowed to utilize the highway for crossing state borders. And besides that, those who gets the approval from authorities to cross state borders with the appropriate reasons, of course, are also allowed to utilize the highway. So the main objective for this program is it's a continuous CSR program. So I believe that even post lockdown, even after lockdown, I believe this program can also be implemented for Plus Highway. And
Excuse me, Mr. Shafi. Sorry for interrupt. What is the name of your ideas for the CSR project? Just now, I did hear it clearly.
well, thank you, Mr. Vince. To be honest with you, I haven't come up with the right name for it yet, but there's the idea for it, which is the deployment of patrolling workers along Plus Highway. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So, okay, let me continue. Uh, the assistance for this program can be given in terms of keeping road maintenance and also keeping the road well lit during nighttime. I believe this is logical, as from my own experience, personal experience, even in pre-lockdown, while I was driving from Johor to Selangor, I noticed that along the stretch of the highway, some stretches of the road are dark, and this can cause problems, when driving at night. And besides that, I also believe that with this program, we should also be on standby mode for emergency, especially these times, where there's not a lot of cars or road users will be passing by to give any assistance in the event of a mishap. And as for the target group for this program, I believe that this program will be beneficial for road users in general. Doesn't matter in which sector you are, or for whatever reason you're using the highway at this time, because it focuses on the collective well-being of users while driving on the highway, especially in the Plus Highway. So that's my opinion on the appropriate CSR program for Plus Highway, as this scope focuses on the utilization of the highway during MCO. But then, of course, I believe other ideas that will be suggested by the members of the meeting are also not bad, and also practical and logical too for our cause. So thank you for the opportunity to share my opinion.
Next, Mr. Michael Anthony, what is your idea about your CSR project?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Fauzul and Mr. Shafi'i. My project that I want to organize for Plus Highway is I want to organize a campaign that will implement the use of implement the practicing of a standard operation procedure SOP at all times. So why do I want to do this project? Is because, as you all know, currently our world is invaded by COVID-19 global pandemic, and it's been so long since we enjoyed going out freely without wearing mask and all that, enjoyed our freedom. So why is this global pandemic not getting better? Is because we the people I feel that we have no discipline in taking care of the standard operating procedure among us. Like, as you can see, in Selangor, the cases are always very high because that particular state is a very busy state, so people are going here and there without practicing standard operating procedure. So that's why the cases are so many there. So the purpose of this project is to create awareness among people about the importance of SOP, standard operating procedure, to overcome this global pandemic. Plus, Malaysia Berhad strictly abide by the standard operating procedure SOP set by the National Security Council NSC and the Ministry of Health MOH. Under the new normal practice by open premises, this Plus Malaysia Berhad will not let customers to enter if face masks are not worn. So, next one is, what is the main objective? As I told you just now, is to create awareness among people about the importance of SOP to overcome this global pandemic. Who is my target group? My target group is for the whole public, not to say only the people who are using the highway. It's open to everyone. I want this particular campaign to go viral so that many people will join and learn something new for them, learn that the importance of SOP, so that it can help them in the future. So SOPs specify job steps that help standardize products and therefore quality to ensure that the processes continue uninterrupted and are completed on a prescribed schedule. By following SOPs, you assist in avoiding process shutdowns caused by equipment failures or other facility damage. The purpose of a SOP is to carry out the operation correctly and always in a same manner. The SOP should be available at the place where the work is done. So, the activities that will be held during this is a brainstorming for ideas during oh, and by the way, this campaign is not a face-to-face campaign. It's a virtual campaign. Therefore, it can be open to anyone at any time. They can join just by click of a mouse button. And I also have other suggestion. Plus has been also doing its share of CSR by providing safe infrastructure and continuous improvement of highway facilities and services, which has enriched and improved the livelihood of the communities, such as upgrading the toll plazas and rest and services areas (R&R), third lane widening, pavement works, and also continuous of maintenance of expresses. Therefore, that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, next, Hazim, please present your ideas to all of us.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Fauzul, Mr. Nigel, and Mr. Shafi'i. Okay, as a fresh graduate of this company, I would like to share about my idea, which is the before that, I just want to say that there are many CSR projects can be done by one of the biggest public sector company in Malaysia, like Project Lebuh Raya Utara Selatan. Okay, CSR project during pandemic COVID-19 is important to help the communities and employees who is struggling hard for their lives during this pandemic. Since COVID-19 pandemic, it has affected a lot of any regular income, and also some of them suffer lack of financial. The CSR that I want to propose is related to the philanthropic responsibility. I would like our company to organize and providing some important financial and essential needs donation to the employee and also for the communities. This financial donation can be in terms of help provide money to buy essential needs and reducing toll fare in every plus toll across the country. To put it simply, this idea can be executed by utilize our R&R branch to inform with the local charity organization regarding the financial donation. The charity can provide a proper aid as they know a lot about their community. Besides, we can also provide a voucher to the affected families to claim by themselves at our R&R branch. We can let the communities to know that this is a project by spread the news through the newspaper, television, social media, and also advertisement board along the highway. The website link also will be provided for the affected families to fill out the form. For some poor people who have difficulty to fill the form online, they can also come to the Plus branch for the application. Okay, so the objective of this project is to help lighten the burden of the communities who needs to use toll in their daily life for work purpose. And also the next objective for this idea is to help communities or family who in needs financial needs for to survive during this pandemic. Last but not least, this CSR project can help their own employee who in need helps financially to ease their burden during the pandemic. The next is the target group of this CSR project. Okay, the target of this idea will be the one who use toll every day for work purpose and other to reduce the burden on toll fare. Besides, the employee of the Plus also not be forgotten and become one of the main target group in order for them to survive during this pandemic. Okay, the communities who in need for essential need also being one of the target group of this CSR project. Okay, for the CSR activities for CSR idea, we can conduct a food bank or PPE equipments in the every branch of R&R along the highway, which provide free food, mask, and also the hand sanitizer. Okay, I think that is the only idea that I got. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Muhammad Hazim, Nigel Anthony, and Mr. Muhammad Shafi'i for your good idea. Lastly, Mr. Visnovi, please present your idea.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and good idea from all of you guys. So, as for me, I think during this pandemic, my idea for this CSR project for our company would be groceries aid to those in need. Because, as we all know, that the pandemic has negatively affected the society in many ways, and one of them are people in economic sector because they lost their regular incomes. And so by doing these types of project, the grocery aid maybe will help them. And why I want to organize this project? I want to organize this kind of CSR project because, as we all know, a lot of people, including us, affected by this pandemic that throughout the whole world, and our country, Malaysia, are one of them. All and at the very moment, the government has launched the MCO, which means the third MCO 3.0, as the alternative way to at least reduce the spreading of this virus. And because of that, uh, this MCO affects a large number of people, especially to those who work at non-essential business, because we know that non-essential business are closed, such as the restaurants, uh, barber shop, and other non-essential business are closed. So maybe by doing this, at the very least, it can assist people in reorganizing their budget so that they can continue to live. Okay, so for me, the objective of this project is to support uh, persons that in need throughout the MCO time by easing the load. Because during the MCO, you know, a lot of business are closed, no income, so they cannot buy uh, food or groceries to continue to live. Okay, and for the target people, to me, uh, the single parents that are affected, no income, the oldies, the house with disabled person, which means they are not having a lot of income, and also they have disabled person live there, and also people that don't have any income at all during the MCO, and of course our own staff of Plus Malaysia Berhad, because yeah, uh, we all know that some of the ground level, maybe they are not terminated, but half of their salary are cut. So yeah, it's hard for them. Okay, so although we know that the government and other NGOs also have deployed this aid, but why not we, as we all agree that we are one of the big company in Malaysia, why don't we add more to it? So if there's a lot of help, and then it will ease the lives. Okay, so uh, okay, activities. What activities will be held during this CSR project? I think the activities that have come to my mind is that the distribution of the groceries. We make agreement with any factories or supermarket in order to have our grocery supplies. Uh, we find needy people through social media. I think we all know that the hashtag white flag one. Yeah.
I
So
know it's a
yeah,
I
right.
know.
Yeah. So through that we can know the people in need. Okay, it's because this one has gone viral in the social media, and we can also advertise our project through social media. Yeah, that's that. I think that is from me the idea for OCSR project. Right. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bisnovi, for your good idea. Okay. Based on my opinion, I feel Bisnovi idea is thoughtful to be accepted in this project. It is because grocery aids is to alleviate the burden of people who have been laid off during the COVID pandemic 19. How about all of you? Do you agree with Bisnovi ideas?
Yes, I believe I agree with Mr. Vince's idea for our CSR project because being a big company, one of the biggest companies in Malaysia, and also we can see big companies such as 99 Speedmart, they are also along with the White Flag movement, where they will be supplying groceries to houses who fly the White Flag. And so I believe if we can do the same and be an influence to the other companies to help those in need during the pandemic, I believe there will be a successful CSR project for Plus.
How about you, Mr. Nigel Anthony?
I totally agree with Mr. Win's suggestion of the project because grocery is actually the what everyone needs grocery in their life. Everyone goes for grocery shopping. So like during this pandemic, some of the families are in need of like groceries, and but what they do is they just keep quiet. So I feel that as we the big company of Plus Highway Malaysia, I think we should give grocery aid to the person who is in need also. So I feel that this project will be a successful project.
Okay, how about you, Mr. Haji? Do you agree?
Yes, I am totally agree with Mr. Vin's idea. Okay, I think it is the best idea of this CSR project for this company because this will help us to locate every people who in needs food, as if they do not have food, that means they is financially broken to buy another essential needs. As we know, food and water is the one of the important things for people in order to continue live. So the public company like Plus should do groceries aid more often in this in during this pandemic COVID-19.
And I think Mr. Hazim ideas is can combine with my ideas. Because you were
Yes.
talking about the financial charity and donation, right, Mr. Hazim?
Uh, yes,
Yeah.
that's
So
right.
I think maybe we can combine these two ideas to make it one CSR project, a big one. Groceries aid and financial charities stuff.
Yeah, I think so too. Maybe we can combine the CSR project.
Because your targeted people about the one who use the highway, right?
Yes.
And my targeted people are the one who needs the single parents and all this and all that one. So I think, yeah, to in conclusion, this this both idea with you know the targeted people are about the whole, almost the whole people in Malaysia, I think. What do you think, Mr. Chairman?
I think both of you have a good idea uh, about the CSR project and the Plus company. So, well, no any objection to the given by Ms. Novi and Mr. Hazim. So we will choose and proceed the idea that have been given by Ms. Novi and Mr. Hazim. How about you? How all about you? Do you agree and you want to add something about the idea?
I believe we've concluded everything that needs to be suggested for the CSR project. And as we have concluded earlier, I think we can combine the ideas of Mr. Hazim and also Mr. Vince for this CSR project.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Shafi'i. How about you, Mr. Nigel Anthony? Do you want to add something?
I don't want to add anything else. Just I think we should proceed with the project itself by the combination of grocery aid and financial help to the whole public, yeah, to everyone in Malaysia. In short, thank you.
Okay, so we will choose and proceed the idea that has been given by Mr. Vince Novi and Mr. Hazim. Okay, it looks like we have run out of time. So I think we have covered everything on the list. I guess that will be all for today. Again, I want to thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here today. Goodbye and take care, everyone.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.